Hi there, I'm Janet. I'm the informational assistant in The Good Place. There have been 25 generations of Janet. Each new update of Janet gains more wisdom and social abilities. Fun fact, the first Janet had a click wheel. I can't eat, so every time there's a new version of Janet, I like to take a piece of birthday cake and smash it around where my mouth is. I've been rebooted a lot. I might be the most advanced Janet in the universe. A bit more about me. I'm not a girl. I'm not human. I can't die. I am simply an anthropomorphized vessel of knowledge built to make your life easier. Because of the way we were conceived of and created, Janets don't typically give speeches. So, how can I help you today? Okay. 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 So, what you're saying is, there are certain aspects of your existence here on Earth that are confusing for you? And you're searching for some place to go where you feel less lonely. I know somewhere you could go. We're in my void now. Hello. Hello. I wasn't actually sure if this would work. It feels kind of weird, but I think I can get used to it. So, this is the void. Kind of a work in progress, as you can tell. Don't mind the mess. I'm just kidding. There is no mess. I live in a boundless void. So, what do you want to do? Okay. Okay. Right. Something relaxing. Here, why don't you help me with some of my monitoring today? Come over here. This is the machine that logs all of the good and bad things that humans do on Earth. Each human action and sometimes thought associated with that action accumulates to a certain amount of points. Positive actions, or when you do good things, give you points. Doing bad things subtracts points. These points all calculate into your total score. It's how we determine whether a human should go to the good place or the bad place. It all gets logged through a bunch of all-knowing intergalactic computers both in and out of space and time. It's extremely precise. There, I did it. I hacked into the mainframe. Kidding. I can't hack into the mainframe. Technically, I am the mainframe. Sometimes, for a bit of added fun, I log some of these in manually. They get printed out of the log machine right here, and I enter them into the system. Normally, the accountants do this kind of thing, but I like to keep an eye on Earth and see how everyone's doing. I have a couple fave little cuties I'm looking out for, including you. So I keep my tabs. For example, one day I was working on these and I got to witness the creation of Beanie Babies. Fun fact, Beanie Babies were never worth any money. It was just a false equity scam created by the manufacturer to drive up scarcity. And people spent fortunes on them. The Earth is so silly. Let's get started on this point entry. I've got a bit of a backlog here. Alright, so this first one. Called your mom and asked about her day. plus 5.78 points. Left a comment telling someone you were unfollowing them, minus 16.9 points. Parked 25 minutes past the 2-hour limit at the mall parking lot, minus 3.6 points. Turned notifications on for your favorite YouTuber, plus 150.6733 points. Reclined seat on an airplane in coach, minus 62.349 points. Took your grocery cart back to the store, even though you were parked all the way at the back of the lot, plus 1.34 points. Said nothing when your father-in-law paid for dinner and didn't leave a tip, minus 41.2005 points. Fixed broken tricycle for a child who loves tricycles, plus 6.60 points. Went back and picked up trash that missed the garbage can when you pretended to shoot it like a basketball, plus 2.9221 points. Responded with playful rudeness to a stranger you follow on Twitter, minus 29.81 points. Pretended not to notice when your friend took off their shoes and had smelly feet, plus 7.13 points. Gave out full-size candy bars at Halloween, plus 630.20 points. Texted that you were 5 minutes away when you hadn't even left the house, minus 8.72 points. Turned off motion smoothing on your parents' television set, plus 6.945345767 points. Waited until 5 minutes before the agreed upon meeting time to cancel plans, minus 83.005 points. Cooked fresh salmon for your cat because it's her favorite, plus 0.55 points. Flipped through Instagram stories out loud in the doctor's office waiting room with no headphones on, minus 22.26 points. Attended a Zoom birthday party, plus 13.9 points. Created a complicated on-theme costume to wear while attending a Zoom birthday party, plus 65.3888 points. Watered lawn during a water ban to compete with your neighbor's grass, minus 17.9055 points. Donated blood 14 times, plus 261.40 points. Used the phrase adulting as a verb, minus 4 points. Snuck a look at the Christmas presents you knew your mom hid in her closet, minus 100.221 points. Rinsed food containers before putting them in the recycling, plus 0.00034 points. Overstated personal connection with tragedy that had nothing to do with you, minus 40.57 points. Put quarters into the laundry machine before leaving so that the next person could have a free load, plus 14 points. Bribed a Little League umpire, minus 70.90005 points. Carefully put spider in a paper cup to bring it outside instead of squishing it, plus 25 points. Continually checked your phone during dinner at a fancy restaurant with your childhood friend, minus 20.1 points. Floss, dental hygiene, plus 3.6 points. Floss, dance movement, plus 29.4873 points. Asked a stranger online to answer a question you could have Googled, minus 41.18 points. Stepped in to interfere when retail worker was being yelled at by a customer, plus 79.82 points. Reached the bottom of an escalator and then stopped abruptly to look around, minus 2.49 points. Kept a notebook of all the things a friend pointed out while shopping and went back to buy them as a surprise, plus 43.6 points. Ruined an opera with boorish behavior, minus 90.90 points. Brought own reusable bags to the grocery store, plus 4.5 points. Stood up to rush the front of the plane immediately after landing, well before it was your row's turn, minus 34.1 points. actually filled out a customer service survey to leave a positive review for a store associate, plus 15 points. Phones, AirPods, minus 19.73 points. Checked in on your neighbors to see if anyone needed help getting groceries or medications filled, plus 30.4492 points. Took up an entire sidewalk with your friends group instead of walking single file, minus 18.007 points. Picked up other people's trash on the way out of the movie theater so that the people working there didn't have to clean it up, plus 10.4 points. Ate the last pickle and then put the empty jar back in the fridge for someone else to deal with, minus 22.786 points. Well, that's enough of that. Don't worry, there will always be more. The reassuring thing about humans is that they never stop forking up. Don't worry about being in here too long. We can stay as long as we want. We're on Jeremy Baramy time now, baby. Oh, have I not told you about Jeremy Baramy yet? I can show you. Here, let's have some paper. And a marker. No, that's not right. Better. Things in the afterlife and in my void don't happen while things are happening on Earth, because while time on Earth moves in a straight line, one thing happens, and then the next, and then the next. Time in here moves in like a Jeremy Baramy. Time doubles back and loops around and ends up looking something like this. Jeremy Baramy. This is the Earth timeline. And this is what the timeline here looks like. It happens to look like the name Jeremy Baramy in cursive English, so that's what we call it. Time here can loop-de-loop and come back around, and things that happened yesterday can happen after today, i.e. Jeremy Baramy. The dot, right. So you might be wondering what that dot is. This is Tuesdays, and also July, and sometimes it's never. Occasionally, that moment on the Baramy timeline is when nothing never occurs. You see? It makes perfect sense. I hope that clears things up. You get it. Oh, also, that dot is my birthday. Let's go over this a few more times. I need to make sure we're on the same page. Get it? Like this, and then loop right here, and like this, and around. Good. Let's start at the beginning again. Just the J and the E, R, E, M, Y, P, E, R, I, M, Y. Perfect. Now backwards. How are you feeling now? It's okay. I know there's a lot going on for you. Sometimes when I'm having a hard time, I'll even start to glitch. But luckily, my friends are usually around to help pull me out of my funk. So now I'm living my truth and creating my bliss. And you? Well, you have me. Do you want to talk about it? Our time here today is 100% confidential. No one can access what you talk to me about, including Michael. Okay? Okay. A conscious. Well, I'm glad you asked about that. I've been thinking about this a lot over the last 1 1/3 milliseconds. A conscious is a voice. We all have this voice in our head. That voice doesn't tell us what to do or not do, but it does warn us when we do things that don't feel good or right. No, I'm afraid there's no way for you as a human to have certainty about what the point of doing good things is. It's a unique part of the human experience. So, why do it then? Why choose to be good? Every day. If there is no guaranteed reward we can count on now or in the afterlife. We choose to be good because of our bonds with other people and our innate desire to treat them with dignity. Simply put, we are not in this alone. Well, I think that's all we have time for today. If you ever need me, you can just say Janet and I'll appear for you. Since my sole purpose is helping humans, and you are human, I'd be happy to. I'm not supposed to have favorite humans, but you won't tell. Before I take you back to Earth, let me see. What do I owe ya? Just kidding. I'm Janet, and money is not real. The real question is, what do we owe to each other? Good, Bob. I hope we same place again very now.